In the periods of old Saturn, old Sun, and old Moon, preceding the Earth period, man had not, in this sense, acquired the right relationship to other men. In a certain sense, he was too close to them. During the old Moon period, conditions were still such that the will of one had a direct effect upon the other. The other felt, was affected by the will of his fellow being. Moreover, this process was regulated and guided by the spirits of the higher hierarchies. Had this guidance by the spirits of the higher hierarchies continued, man would never have reached complete freedom in cosmic existence. The guidance had at some point to cease. Hence, the necessity of a form of consciousness which, as it were, makes a frontier possible between one man and another. The fact is that on the one side, our vision does not penetrate through nature, and on the other side, the world of soul causes the relation of one soul to another to be such that a certain frontier is created between them. That this frontier exists is due to our present form of consciousness, a special characteristic of which is that what we actually experience are reflections, mirror images. This, of course, applies also to relationships between man and man. Because when we meet another human being, we have in our present form of consciousness a mere reflection, we cannot approach him in so arbitrary a way that we pour the content of our consciousness into his soul. If therefore our consciousness is normally developed, this prevents us from coming unduly close to the consciousness of another. I might also put it like this. The forces of our consciousness and intelligence are so organized that we can neither exercise too great an influence upon the other man, nor can he exercise too great an influence upon us, because the fact that our own consciousness is mirrored separates us from him. This is a matter of very great importance for the understanding of human evolution. Whenever there is a defect in the normal consciousness, what happens is at once evident. Think of a person whose consciousness is not quite normal, who has a touch of what we have recently encountered in the form of, quote, mystical eccentricity, close quote, to use a rather harsh expression, but one that is often very apt. Suppose such a person is inclined to all sorts of fanciful delusions based upon certain experiences which are abnormal in our day. You will always find that a person with abnormal consciousness of this kind has a far greater influence upon other souls than one with normal consciousness. To put it rather crudely, a person who is a little mad in one direction or another can have a far stronger influence upon his fellow men than one who is normal. And by strengthening his consciousness, a normal man must protect himself from the influence of one who is abnormal. An abnormal man, as long as he is not recognized, is always a certain danger to his fellow men, because they allow themselves to be too strongly influenced by him, and because they are too ready to regard him as a rare, out of the common phenomenon. Precisely where there are perforations in the mirror of consciousness, too strong an influence passes over through these perforations to the other person. Thus, in the present epoch of evolution, we acquire our particular form of consciousness in order that the right relationship of one human soul to another in the world may be established.